Let us embark now upon a new journey as the Ironclad Warrior fire-breathing hill spawn. Got a very interesting set of starting options here. There is immediately, I spy, a potential for a one-hit point burning elite. That's rather tempting. Oh, and it's a really good path after that, too, into fire elite fire. So I could see taking another Niao's Lament here. Back-to-back Niao's Lament runs. Can't we just have a studio goal? Would help us save a little bit on rent. Max HP provides some long-term advantage. I do like this in terms of getting stronger for the late game. Ironclad in particular thrives on having max health. I feel like there's such a big gulf between having 60 or 70 max health and having 80 or 90 max health in terms of your late game survivability. And this gives us that. Late game survivability. There's a two-sided sword to this, though, in that a lot of Act 1 events have penalties that scale with your max HP. The damage dealt by the Searing Light, the amount of max health or current health loss for the Golden Idol, and a couple of other things that can actually make it bite you to have a bit more max HP. Also doesn't provide you any current HP, right? We gain 14 but lose 18, so you're starting down 4 health instead of having a starting bonus, which is pretty questionable. Do we still have RNG fix on? Yes. Yes, we do. I'll continue to use RNG fix unless I see something really compelling to make me stop using it. Did we finish the Mastery Challenge? We sure did. RNG fix is a mod we installed recently to remove what's called correlated RNG, correlated randomness, from Slay the Spire. Essentially, Slay the Spire uses 13 or 14-ish different types of RNG, but they all use the same numerical seed. And so observing outcomes from one of these RNG values, like, for example, the amount of gold that is dropped post-combat in your first fight, can give you a heads up as to the output of a different RNG type coming up. For example, a card reward or a relic type. And you can use this to do shenanigans if you're really determined. Yeah, Jorb's made a video on the subject that I would definitely recommend. If somebody has a link to that in chat. Oh yeah, there's the link too. It's even in the correlated RNG command now. With the RNG fix. Good. Good. Vatimus Prime, thanks for the 4 months. Alcor LH, thanks for the Prime sub of the 43 months. Does this mean we can have 2 shrine events in a row now? I believe it does. That's going to be a very interesting consequence. I believe the you must get a fight after a shrine rule that we're familiar with is a result of correlated RNG. So I'm quite curious to see how things change on that. And a dad joke for the crowd, courtesy of Mick. Did you hear that Niao invited everybody to their birthday party? It was a whale of a time. I'm liking the one hit point encounters here. Means we're guaranteed to be at full health going into this Burning Elite, if nothing else. We have a pretty good chance of getting them for 1 HP. If we take this, specifically this event, and it's a combat, could have a really bad time, though. Iffy. How's it going on, Jerlay? Hello and welcome. So Deathdraw says, does RNG fix then increase positive or negative outcomes? It shouldn't. It should result in the same distribution of outcomes, with the caveat being that using RNG fix, you're no longer able to predict what outcomes you're about to have. AKA, we shouldn't have been able to know that you can't get a combat after a shrine. That shouldn't be a thing that you know. Why are you allowed to know the contents of a future node after visiting a current one? Because the RNG was broken, is the short answer. The game never communicates this. It's not an explicitly stated rule. Would I say that Lament is a gamble and that you absolutely have to get stronger in those 3 fights? You do have to get stronger from your first 3 card rewards. I like it. I think of it as a security blanket more than a gamble, because it means that you don't have to get stronger after the first fight, and you can be weak through the first 3 combats quite decisively. Let's see, any other paths I want to at least consider before we commit? I see lots of rest sites, but nothing else that gets me any decent number of elites. No, I like this path quite a lot. This green one here. Give it to me here. For example, this draw against Cultist turn 1, you're never coming out of this with +6 health as Ironclad. We would have to take at least 1, probably more like 6 damage to get through this fight intact. But we get to heal here. $20 bucks and 3 powers from our first card reward. That's cool. Do we pivot if we roll a combat in the first node? Probably. I don't think I would go to the Burning Elite, but it ultimately depends on what the shop has. I guess we could pivot immediately this way. That might be important, but there's this path too. The path to this side doesn't get the second elite, though. We might. But let's look at the powers before us. I don't think I ever take Rupture in this position. I'm almost always taking Inflame. Inflame is pretty universally good for Clad. Sets you up for some really strong stuff. Very consistent, very easy. Works well in any fight. Fire Breathing is quite good for specifically our boss. Probably better at killing Hexaghost than Inflame is. But only works in some fights. Kind of works with Ascender's Bane, but not really. Makes Sentries a lot easier, too. That part's good. But normally I think I'd be taking Inflame here. If I were to rank these choices, I'd say probably Inflame number 1, Fire Breathing number 2, Skip number 3, and Rupture number 4. But it's a little hard to evaluate between Inflame and Fire Breathing here. Given how many elites, aren't sentries guaranteed at least once? No, they're not. No elite is ever guaranteed, because we can roll Gremlin Nob, Lagavulin, Gremlin Nob, Lagavulin, Gremlin Nob, Lagavulin over and over again. You're never obliged to meet any particular enemy in this game, other than the heart at the very end. Everything else, I believe, you can just randomly not encounter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything else. Thinks hard. And the Spear and Shield, of course, too. But nothing in Act 1, 2, or 3 that is actually a guarantee. Ooh, an early remove transformer upgrade. Interesting. Very interesting. We have the same elite twice in a row? No. Yeah, some enemies are very common. It's hard to get through a run of Spire without meeting Darklings or the Chosen. Is a transform here better than remove? Probably. Is a transform here better than upgrading Inflame? Unsure. As those would be my 2 votes here. Remove number 3 I'm deciding between transform and upgrade as 1 and 2. We have no fire before the elite. I think we're pretty likely to get the elite for free. But we can use the fire after the elite to either upgrade a card from the shop or upgrade a card that the elite drops. Which is, for that reason, I like getting the Inflame upgraded now. Transforming does get us effectively a remove and a random card added, which can be very good. Is transforming ever good in such a situation? Absolutely. You can call it inconsistent, definitely. But the way I like to think of it is that it's low risk, high reward. For example, the consequence of getting a useless card is not equal and opposite to the benefit from getting a really good card off of a transform. For example, transforming a strike could turn into a feed, or an immolate, or an offering, or a feel no pain, or something that like truly forms the core of a strategy, or allows us a huge immediate improvement. And that can have an absolutely powerful effect on your run. And a roguelite, generally speaking, you're looking to primarily survive, but secondarily enact whatever your win condition is. Build towards something that achieves your victorious game state. And transforming a card absolutely does that by trying to find us combo pieces and otherwise usefully good cards. And that's why it's a difficult evaluation, right? Transform is a small chance to be neutral or bad, and a moderate to small chance to be really good, whereas the upgrade is just consistently good in a mildly positive manner. Struggle Muffin says, is the ice cream relic good? It can be good. I also think that ice cream is one of the relics that can be easily a noob trap, so to speak, in this game. Because in order to use the ice cream, you have to not spend your energy in the first place, and you, generally speaking, want to be spending all your energy efficiently every turn. Most of the time in Slay the Spire. So if you're shorting yourself cards to save energy with ice cream, you're putting yourself behind in order to gain an advantage that you might not even be able to capitalize on. So it's even worse if you don't play cards to save energy with the ice cream, and then at the end of the battle you still have that energy you saved, then you just... congratulations, you didn't play that fight correctly, basically. Ubla says, ice cream to turn what would be 3 energy and 3 energy into 2 and 4 on turns is often the max utility. I really like it with one-time energy bonuses, like if you have Lantern and Ice Cream, that means you sort of have the Watcher's Miracle. You get to spend that 1 energy whenever you want, not obligated on turn 1. It's even better with Ancient Tea Set. Don't think you've ever seen me pick remove here. It's more common if you get this towards the later half of the act. My usual philosophy of this, the way I've phrased this in the past, this particular event is, if you're already able to kill your Act 1 boss, click remove. If you're not able to kill your Act 1 boss, click transform. And if you have an elite in a few floors that might kill you, click upgrade. That's my usual go-to. And we have several elites coming up, so I'm really liking that upgrade, actually. Let's do upgrade on Inflame. Alright, shop. What do you have? Dolly's Mirror, huh? Interesting. You're telling me I could afford True Grit and Evolve? Because that seems like a cool combo. Or we could just buy a remove. That's basic but effective. With an Inflame, Twin Strike is a very good common attack. I can also just buy 2 blood potions? Hello? Just buy both of these? It's actually not a bad pick at all, these 2. Just buy a bunch of hit points. And then brute force our way through 3 elites. But with Hexaghost coming up, I'm really liking the idea of picking up Evolve and True Grit. Such that we don't get overwhelmed by statuses. Also does us the service of making the sentries way less dangerous. So that we can kill them easily. Can do some stuff in Act 3 and 4 also. Sword Boom scales better on Inflame than Twin Strike? Yes, with an asterisk. The lower base, slightly lower base damage means you need a little bit more strength to make it up. And the random targeting is a serious downside that I often find myself really disliking. For example, with 3 strength from our upgraded Inflame, this will do 6 times 3, 18 damage. This will do 8 times 2, 16 damage. So it's only 2 more damage for the Sword Boomerang over the Twin Strike. But we get to choose where the Twin Strike goes. That's kind of a big deal. Although not against Hexaghost, it's not. Primary purpose of Evolve versus something like Hexaghost is to ensure that we can always draw enough cards that we can spend our energy, all of 3 of it, to keep doing damage and winning the fight. Could do like Block Potion, Blood Potion. We're pretty likely to get a potion. I mean, we have 2 more combats that are free, and we're likely getting this Burning Elite for free. I'm going to do True Good Evolve. I quite like that combo. Paying full price for Evolve feels a little bit weird. I no longer even have 2 gold pieces to rub together. And the good news is we do get the 1 hit point Burning Elite. We also get to upgrade 2 cards at random here. Just like last time with the Niao's Lament, I'm going to take the trade here because currently we have 11 extra hit points. So this is only going to cost us 12 health, sort of, since we'll heal 6 at the end of both of these fights from our Burning Blood. We get 1 strike and 1 defend upgraded. Nothing major, but trust me, this helps. This does help to have those cards upgraded. It helps all game. Even in the heart fight, that upgraded defend could make a difference for us much, much later in this run. Ooh, Shrug versus Iron Wave. I like Iron Wave a lot more with this Inflame. We can also skip this card reward if we want to. Do I have a YouTube video with Prismatic Shard, Ironclad, Corruption? I'm quite sure that that's somewhere on the YouTube. We've also done, I believe, Defect, Prismatic Shard, Dead Branch, Corruption at one point. Do I think that RNG fix will become the standard for major Spire streamers? I think some people just won't care. Do I need a Iron Wave? Cards are pretty good usually. I'll take one. I'll take one. I'm gonna get a 1 hit point Knob, which will die to Iron Wave. 1 shot by Iron Wave. Our first relic, other than the starting relic, of course, is the Paper Frog, causing enemies that have Vulnerable to take even more damage. Bash just got better, and upgrading Bash just got better. And we see an Impervious. Rarely do I not click on that card. Although maybe one could make some argument for Hemokinesis. Doom Train with the 18 months, almost 2 metric years of solid content. Yeah, if we had the Rupture, we could consider Hemo, but we don't need that. Give me the big blocks. Do I want to upgrade Bash? We're 50-50 for Lagavulin or Sentries here. We could consider upgrading Evolve. You could upgrade the True Grit. That's kind of useful. I also like the upgrade to Iron Wave. +2 block, +2 damage. I don't think we need an upgraded Evolve for quite a while. It'll be useful either if we start generating our own statuses. Oh, that's actually one of the reasons I like having an Evolve in the deck, by the way, is that you can take Power Through, and suddenly it's a great card. Both the Power Through and the Evolve are great cards at that point. Upgrading Bash would cause Lagavulin to wake up upon playing it, which is a potential negative consequence. I'm going to go for the Iron Wave upgrade, I think. This card is worth taking, it's worth upgrading. Notably, we did not find a potion yet. But I think with our hit points and our deck, we should be good in either elite fight here. Lagavulin gives us time to set up the powers, and against the sentries, we just have our powers, which are very good here. As long as we play the Evolve, this fight should be no problem. We just have to focus down one of the sentries relatively quickly. So we're taking 3 to deal 6. Do we ever deal 19 next turn? No. There is no way to deal 19 next turn. So we never kill next turn no matter what. Which makes me want to... Well, actually, in the next 2 draws... If I don't deal this 6, it's going to take a long time to kill. Okay, let's play the 6 here. Bring it to 19. Take a little bit of damage. We could just Inflame, Defend, True Grit. Or I could Inflame, Strike, True Grit. Next turn, we're hopefully playing Evolve, Defend, Strike, or something. Let's go Defend, True Grit. Okay, thankfully Evolve was not the bottom card. Yeah, let's play Strike, Defend. Bash deals 10, so we have a guaranteed kill next turn. Or 11, actually. Even better. Let's go for the middle one next. I don't think it matters too much here. And I think we don't take much more damage than this. Hey there, Papa. Just in time for Act 1 of our beautiful clan run. How good would self-forming clay be as a power? Well, that's a cool question. I feel like it might be worse as a power. But it's pretty good innately, so... Would it still be decent? I think it'd be pretty good with something like Brutality. Second Relic, Preserved Insect is pretty spicy. Where's the potions, though? At least our next elite will be small and easy to kill. Sword Boomerang is back. I think this is the skip. I could take a Sword Boomerang, but I really don't want one that much. I guess with Paper Frog and Flame, it does hit pretty hard. Maybe I do want a Sword Boomerang. I find it such an unreliable card when you need it most, though. I don't like that part. Brexter with the Prime sub in the 23 months. Yeah, I would want an upgrade, too. Poor man's heavy blade. Yeah, that's how I think of it, as the poor man's heavy blade. Sort of Boomerang could help in Act 2. Actually, that's where I'm thinking it might not help, as I'm envisioning... I play my Inflame, I'm staring down triple slavers, and it slaps them each one time, and then I'm very upset about it. That's what I'm seeing. That's why I don't want it in Act 2. It's going to do the same thing against Grumman Leader. Triple cultists. I'm out of here. It's already mastered. We don't need it. Give me more relics instead. Just give me a Mercury Hourglass, and then I don't need any AoE cards. Ever. That's close enough. Letter Opener does AoE damage. If we play 3 skills in 1 turn, we can do a bunch of damage. Now, we won't have that many opportunities yet to use this, but I do quite like this on Clad, especially once you get stuff like Corruption. It can be an enormous amount of additional damage for no reason. Sleepy Egg with less health. This should be pretty easy. Give me Bash It and Flame. Dang. Alright, just go and Flame. Wondering if I True Grit here. I'd like to delete either of these 2 cards, but not the Strike Plus. Don't think I'm going to risk it. Bottom deck Bash, huh? Do Iron Wave, defend True Grit. Maybe just lose the Bash. Next turn we can probably Impervious. Glad we have the Iron Wave here. See you later, Bash. Who needs ya? No Impervious. But I can triple defend for 5 damage. If I want to. Or I can block 13, deal 12. Which might be the more reasonable line. I think the Strike Plus is pretty important here. Let's do that. Take 7. And then hopefully we can kill in 2 turns. Without Bash, that could be tricky. But I think with our strength, we've got it here. I'd have to drop both strikes. Well, I didn't do that. Alright, take 6 more, but then we're out of here. Get in there, Letter Opener. Ooh, get in there, Gambling Chip. Discard any number of cards on turn 1. That's quite nice. Flex Potion could do work. That's quite nice. And doth I see an uppercut when we have Paper Frog? This is a big bonk and a great upgrade for 2 more week, 2 turns a week and 2 turns of vulnerable. Very, very good with the Paper Frog. Punchy, punchy. Cool. Get in here. We'll upgrade that right away, I suppose. Yeah, where's Champ Belt? And Bag of Marbles. When you need them. Have to take 1 event. We might want some combats. I'd like to get another potion at the very minimum here. Could take 3 events, but I'm not sure why I would want to. Let's see what the first one is. Can gain 275 gold for a Regret Curse. That'd be nice going into Act 2. I'm down to not take the curse and just get 50 gold instead, though. Seems more straightforward, less likely to go bad in the Hexaghost fight. Although if we upgrade the True Grit, maybe it's not so bad. Matt Warbuckle, thanks for 44 months. 44 is a number. Coincidence? I don't think so. Oh yeah, we could test out the, see how back-to-back events work. Normally this is a shrine event, and that would mean that you would typically see a combat in the next event. Let's see what we get. Sure, I'll do 1 more event here. It is a combat. That could just be, you know, true randomness happening. That's the great thing about the RNG fix, is that we don't know what it will be, so we can't say it won't be a combat either. Working as intended. Onset Nonsense, thanks for the Prime sub and the 6 months. Still in the easy pool, too, because of our sniping. Mash Strike Plus will not kill this fool, so I guess we're going to defend twice. I'd like to gain 6 health off this fight, if possible. A bonk. $17 damage, Iron Wave. The power. $17, and our second more powerful Iron Wave. No, I'm actually thinking about Heavy Blade, unironically here, especially with the Flex Potion as an added option. I rejected the Boomerang, but I think I should take the Heavy Blade. This is a card I've been liking a bit more. I do like that it's a dense attack card. You can get a lot of damage out of one card play here, which means that you can combo Heavy Blade with a lot of powers and blocks. It's also a pretty good Snecko card, and I like it more with Gambling Chip, because you're far less likely to have it on turn 1 with no strength. Give me that. Okay, let's take one more combat, because I still have no potion for some crazy reason. Another lousy fight. Alright then. Do Heavy Blade here, True Grit. And then next turn, this one attacks me. None of my other options are much better. Could uppercut this one, True Grit. Take a bunch? That could be correct. Feels silly, though. Punch you. $22 to kill you. We have 15, 22. Easy peasy. Dex Potion can get stuff done. Do I want a Twin Strike now that I have a Heavy Blade? Probably not. Rage could be nice with Letter Opener. Seems unreliable, though. I don't think I want it. The Herculean, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Oh, interesting, Ubla. You've skipped gold and speedrun routes that would otherwise not work if gold was forced. Because of stuff like maybe event thresholds? That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. Buffy Bullet, did you hear about the Ironclad who became a fashion designer? His new clothes are all the rage. No refunds, Twitch chats. Let's see, what are we upgrading for Hexaghost? I could definitely see a True Grit upgrade happening, but I could also see upgrading this Heavy Blade for the big bonks to finish off the boss. Purple Crane with the Prime sub of the 19 months. Our Act 2 Elite's not enough reason to take Cleave. I'm going to be honest, I actually did not even notice that there was a Cleave. Maybe I could have considered it a bit more. But I think the Preserved Insect and the Letter Opener will help a lot for those multi-enemy Act 2 fights. Bathtubed says, what does having a combat after a shrine have to do with RNG anyway? Here's the ultimate reason. The shrine event is, I think, a 1 in 4, a 25% chance when an event is rolled. And then a combat after an event is approximately 25%. It's either 20 or 30, usually. But the problem is that the same number is being used for both of those rolls. So if you roll a 1 on the event roll to make it a shrine, that means you're also going to roll a 1 on the what is in the next question mark room roll, which is the result combat. The bottom percentage, usually. Where do we all go from here? Thanks for gifting 6 tier 2 subs, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that exact number of that exact subbage, so well done. And thank you. I'm going to upgrade this heavy blade. Schmammerin says, same problem existed in my favorite game, Noita. The devs programmed a roll for probability to get a treasure chest, but then used the same roll for the items that the chest contains. Yes. Which can mean, the consequence of that can be wide-ranging, including things like certain items can just never be in the chest because of the way that they're generated. If the roll to give those items to the chest were to occur, then you wouldn't see the chest in the first place because of the other roll. And Funny Man with the 5 tier 2 gifted subs. Welcome, welcome all to the Cozy Sub Club. Enjoy your extra special tier 2 emotes. Schmemmerin says that's exactly what happened. Certain items could not appear in the chest. Period. That's cool. Right, we're looking to get our powers in play here quickly. We also want to uppercut Hexagos to make them weak for turn 2. We can uppercut Iron Wave. I'd be pretty happy about that. Hello and welcome, Camelor. Always happy to be a sleep aid for Pokes, and Matt Newts with 4 tier 2 gifted subs. All right, who's got 3? The countdown continues. I like that we're getting a super boosted Heavy Blade next turn, although I don't love that we're reshuffling without the Heavy Blade. I guess I could have calced for that with the Gambling Chip, but we wouldn't have gotten Uppercut this turn, so pretty happy with our choice here. Uppercut alone blocks 12 this turn. We could block for one more with then Iron Wave by using Defend Plus, but Iron Wave does 17 damage, and this fight is very much a damage race. We've got a lot of health to spare currently, so I don't feel any pressure to use this Dexterity Potion. Heavy Blade with Vuln does 50, count it, 5-0 damage, which we will definitely be playing. Maybe consider using the Flex Potion next time we draw it if we have a really bad draw order, but I'm pretty sure we're beating this boss no problem from here with this damage output, so I'm not too afraid. Go Iron Wave, Strike, and I could play Defend or True Grit here. I think I want to play True Grit. Get rid of the lousy Defend. Good job, unupgraded True Grit. That was the card I wanted you to do. Bash and Uppercut together, unfortunately. Just keep doing damage. I'm so Cody with the Prime sub in the 21 months. Thank you, thank you. And Lauren Cates with a gifted sub to Sharky Mon. Heck yeah. Now we've got Heavy Blade Iron Wave this turn. Looks like we're going to get there. I don't need to use this Flex Potion, is my current understanding of the state of the situation. We've only got 34 health left. Evolve did a really good job on that turn. And we can uppercut again. Bonk. Guaranteed kill next turn, so I can play Defend Plus here for maximal hit point saving. We had a whole turn to spare, even. One more Heavy Blade for the road. Bonk. Alright, nice and decisive Hexaghost fight. That's partially because we made at least one pick specifically for this fight. The Evolve from that shop was by and large to make our Act 1 boss nice and comfortable. Oh ho, here's Corruption. I gotta say, Corruption with Letter Opener is very strong, allowing us to play many skills per turn. Sometimes I get asked, what are the entry points to Corruption? What do you need to have before Corruption is worth picking up? And my answer to that is any 1 2-cost skill. Or any just one copy of a skill that costs 2 or more. Ideally that exhausts already. And we've got 1 Impervious. It's going to make that Impervious free. That's good enough reason in my book to take a Corruption here. Yeah, now we get all the potions, you know. I'm pretty happy with a Liquid Memories. Yeah, having any exhaust power, of course, works too. Feel No Pain or a Dark Embrace, or, you know, 2 energy worth of skills that already say exhaust on them, pretty much, is all you need. And I really like it with the entry point, 3 skills, optional. Exactly. There's so many good combo cards for this, and I don't have deeply compelling reasons to take Double Tap or Bludgeon. If we're looking at Fiend Fire and Feed, I have a tough choice here. But Just Corruption seems easy to me. Keep these potions. I particularly like the combo here. We can flex Heavy Blade, Liquid Memories, Heavy Blade, and that'll kill anything in Act 2. Oh. Interesting. Definitely not your typical boss relic choices out of Act 1. Option 1, Tiny House. The old bunch of stuff. Gives you some things. For us, the random upgrade, the 50 gold, and the 5 max health are probably the most consequential. Those are all each individually little bonuses, but they do add up. Never discount Tiny House. It's better than nothing. Don't forget that. Sacred Bark makes our potions double strength. That's pretty powerful with these potions especially. Like, this would easily dominate any Act 2 encounter. And we can continue to pick up more potions as we go. Or, transform 9 cards. We've got some guaranteed block already. We do lose 1 upgraded defend and 1 upgraded strike. That we didn't pay full health for anyway. And we already have a corruption, so there exists a lot of combo potential. I think there's some seriously powerful things we could find with a Pandora's box. We could also end up with a lot of junk in the deck. But I think the gambling chip will mitigate that partially. Losing 4 defense when you have corruption could definitely be seen as a risky thing, but we might get more skills. It feels like a pretty good Pandora. I usually rate Pandora's box quite highly. Even if we get 6 bad cards and 3 good cards, it could end up being a positive thing for the deck. What's in the box, Twitch chat? They all want to know. And I want to know too. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh my good lord. Holy crap. We get Dark Embrace to go with the Corruption. We get an Impervious to go with the other Impervious. We get a Barricade to go with the 2 free Imperviouses. And we have Unlimited Feeding. Also, we can use the Dual Wield to make more Dark Embraces. Or more Inflames. Or more Corruptions? Not sure why I'd want to do that one. But either way, we have a lot... And the other reason to take a lot of transforms on Ironclad is that we get a lot of combo pieces all at the same time. Just picking up Barricade and Dark Embrace here is kind of nuts. Although currently we don't have the energy to play really any of this. So I'd say probably the first thing we want to do is upgrade the Corruption and the Barricade and the Dark Embrace to make them all cheaper. Huzzah! Yeah, too bad there wasn't also a Snekawai to go with it, right? Anything in this deck I want to get rid of. I could actually see losing the Juggernaut. We probably also don't need 2 dual wields, but with Corruption, maybe I do. Shmee with a tier 1 sub. Thanks for 2 months. And eDog0-2 with the full metric year. Thank you, thank you. Game Cavalier says, what's the threshold to making Barricade good? Need to be blocking more than necessary. This to me means you need to make a lot of block all at once, or have otherwise really consistent block generation. This deck makes 30 block at the same time twice. So So we don't make a lot of total block, but the block that we do make happens all at the same time. And so we really want this power so that we can separate that block into 2 turns, you know, so an enemy attacks us for 10 and then 20, and we don't take any damage, whereas if we're playing the Impervious normally, we're going to take either the 10 or the 20. Can also work really well if you have ways to jumpstart your block or multiply your block. The Entrench card can double block. Some shenanigans about. So we have... Oh, I like this path most. Definitely want to hit a shop. We want to remove probably the Juggernaut. I'm just not going to be able to afford to play this. It's kind of a cool card conceptually, but can I really spend 2 energy on Juggernaut when I'm already trying to play Dark Embrace for 2, Corruption for 3, Barricade for 3, Feed, and my attacks cost energy 2? No way. Alexandro Kaiser, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. And I'm hoping we can get a whole bunch of upgrades and relics here. Not that afraid of Elite's Act 2 here. They are small because of Preserved Insect, and our turn 1 is guaranteed to not be terrible because of Gambling Chip. And those are really the things that can go wrong with Act 2 Elites, is a bad turn 1 mostly. We're very likely to get Impervious turn 1 against Triple Slavers. We have good potions to kill stuff. I'm feeling good here. Is it worth it we find Feel No Pain? Oh yeah, I would click on Feel No Pain so fast in this situation. But currently our biggest issue is being able to afford everything. I cannot play Barricade and any block cards. Not really. Looks like we'll just Impervious and Flame here. Could do Uppercut, Sword, Boomerang. I'd rather just block this entirely. Take your 21 and heck it. Just dual wield the Iron Wave. Do it. Might as well get Corruption in play here. Might as well. We're no longer frail. Okay, keep dual wielding Iron Wave. Iron Wave is our savior. Iron Wave is our friend. Excuse you. Can't you see I'm trying to eat you? We have some options here. We can Uppercut, True Grit, take some damage, try to land the feed. We can Uppercut, Liquid Memories the feed, use the Liquid Memories, take 0 damage, land the feed. Or we can just kill this thing with Heavy Blade and don't land feed. Let's see, if we play Uppercut, we deal 16, take 10. We'll have 15 next with Vuln. So Iron Wave actually kills, meaning it's quite unlikely that we can land the feed if I take the damage. Liquid Memories is very valuable. Although we have 3 combat rewards and a shop before the elites. I'm going to use the feed potion. I mean the speed potion. Okay, we get a potion back immediately. That somewhat justifies our choice. That said, this is a far worse potion. And these I'm going to skip. Receive 3 apparitions, lose 39 max health. Cool. Another puppet of Niao. So the apparitions are 1 cost skills that give us 1 turn of intangibility each. I really like Barricade apparitions. I also like Corruption Dark Embrace apparitions. There's a lot that's quite breakable about these. And the Gambling Chip helps us ensure easy turn 1s. Essentially, each apparition buys us 1 free turn of setup time, which can help get all these powers down. Let's do it. And we can use our feed to regain the missing max health, too. You continue on feeling rather hollow. Pole of Mars, thanks for the Prime sub and the 9 months of support. I'm not going to be able to play both feeds, no way. Let's just dig for corruption here. I have to kill these guys. Just go for the kills. Oh, yeah. I see. Uppercut cleave enough to kill you? One hopes so. 16 plus 11 times 1.75. Need to hit 34. 19. That is enough, yeah? 19, 16, 35. So uppercut cleave does kill this guy. This one has 1 hit point. Then he gains, what is it? Shift. 17 block, so I'd have to do 18 damage, which Sword Boomerang does single-handedly. We might also be able to kill with feed here. Paper Frog going in. Yes, we can land the feed kill. Excellent. $100 gold stolen back. Thank you. Seeing Red is exactly the thing this sort of deck wants. It's a skill that for 1 energy gives us 2 energy. If Corruption is in play, it's 0 energy, gain 2 energy. If Dark Embrace is in play, it draws a card too. And it makes Letter Opener happen. It's excellent. Excellent card. Cool. Really cool. Frozen Eye and On Sale Havoc. That's a cool combination. Havoc, knowing the top card of the draw pile, allows us to do all sorts of shenanigans. In fact, this Frozen Eye, just period, allows us to do all sorts of shenanigans. Knowing exactly the order of the draw pile means we can set up exact turns with the Gambling Chip. And we can know what we're going to be spending energy on each turn, too. There's some really powerful things we can do with this. Warcry now became very cool, very good. Where there is a Warcry right here. It only costs 212 gold. Shouldn't we buy it? No. Can't afford it along the... Yeah, don't do that. I will take a Havoc, though. I can't remember the last time I bought Havoc, period. Let alone thought it was actually good. I'm going to remove Juggernaut now. Although, again, if we get a Feel No Pain, this Juggernaut becomes actually very powerful. Hey there, Jaron Merc. Welcome, welcome. I'm very much of the Zeknar school of thought, by the way, which is that Frozen Eye will save us time, not increase our analytics time. With Frozen Eye, we know the exact order of the draw pile, so we can prepare for the one possibility that we know is happening, instead of having to prepare for the very many possibilities of the order we could draw our cards in each combat. I'm going to say infinitely many. That's not true, though. There's a very finite quantity of orders, but it's quite a large number. As the more cards we add, the larger that number becomes as well. All right, you're out of here, Juggernaut. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. And we can even see what the enemies are doing turn 1, which is extra juicy. So here, for example, I know that if I gamble 2 cards, next turn we'll draw Corruption, Apparition, Seeing Red together, which is something that I want. This turn I can play Impervious, Inflame. And then next turn we have Impervious, Havoc, Evolve, Dual Wield. Havoc will play Dark Embrace if I gamble 2 cards. That's the other thing I can do with the gambling chip. At the very start of the combat, we get to look at the entire draw pile, and then I get to say, how many cards do I need to discard in order to make Havoc hit the most powerful card possible? And we can just, like, math that out each time. Kind of insane. And then once I get control over the fight, which I'm going to be able to do in most fights, I can then feed on every combatant. All of them. So, buff your strength. See if I care. So we Havoc the Dark Embrace. Slay the Impervious. Draw the Apparition. Play Evolve and Bash. Keep him vuln. Make me frail all you want. Currently, these are the draws. I want to draw 1 more card so we get dual wield feed next turn. Let's dual wield cleave, I guess. Play 1 more cleave without killing. That is correct. $22. Now we punch you. Delicious. So we gained 6 max HP from that fight alone. We're well on track to gain a ton of max HP by the end of the act. We're offered Cleave Plus or Burning Pact. Interesting. This Cleave kind of slaps. What happened to Juggernaut? I paid good money to get rid of it. There's also Wild Strike. True. Pack can deal AoE with a letter opener. Don't necessarily have a lot of cards to get rid of most fights, though. And we don't have a win con by drawing the same card over and over again with the deck exhausted down to nothing. We don't have any cards that actually capitalize on that. So deleting all of our cards is a loss condition, not a win condition at the moment. Can Havoc exhaust a burn or wound? Yes. Even if the card can't be played, Havoc will still exhaust it. Is the feed worth upgrading now? I wish. I felt like I could upgrade feed. Upgrading feed would be a lot more max health, but I think it's actually imperative that we upgrade Barricade, Dark Embrace, and Corruption to get our energy costs down so that we can set up faster. Hello, Camelor. Getting hard stuck on A8 with Watcher. You're getting slapped while in Wrath form, but when you don't change, you get overpowered. AKA the enemies outscale you. I think my advice in your situation might be to learn your enemies. What you're missing is knowledge of enemy patterns. If you're familiar with your foes, the combat pattern that each enemy type exhibits, then you can predict in advance whether they're going to attack you or not. And that can help you set yourself up for success with stances. It's crucial to be able to know when you can get away with ending your turn in Wrath and when you can't. And this is definitely dependent on whether the enemy is going to attack you on the next turn or not. I'll take the Burning Pact. I've decided. Two apparitions in a row. We can go Dark Embrace, then Seeing Red, then I have 2 energy left, so I can go Inflame. I won't kill anyone. So if I discard 2, draw 2, Dark Embrace, Seeing Red, draw another one. Then I can play Evolve or something. So we'll draw, what, 3? No, we play the Apparition as well. So we draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next turn we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Havoc hits Impervious. And we're getting attacked. Seems good to me. Then we draw Uppercut. Turn after that we draw Corruption, Apparition. Seems like we're not doing that much damage, though, to these gremlins. Concerning. Could hit them with Cleave instead of playing Apparition. Seems like a bad idea. Even the Flex Potion wouldn't have killed them. Alright. Problem is the little ones attack for a lot on this turn too. It's not just the big guy. I could double Impervious. But then I have no block for the rest of the fight, basically. Is that acceptable? Deeply unclear. Deeply unclear. Guess we're gonna do it. Next turn we draw Corruption. And that should improve the situation. I didn't think I wanted to delete this True Grit. I guess knowing the order of the draw pile would be good. Okay, currently we draw these. Havoc would play Evolve and draw the feed. That's not acceptable. Play True Grit then. Not 2 more. Havoc would hit Cleave right now, which would leave them at 1, and then I don't have a Cleave. Rather just be intangible next turn, right? Currently, we can't do that. We need to draw another card. So I have to Burning Pact this Bash. That will draw 3. Then we get Apparition next turn. Okay. No need to dual wield yet. Okay, that baits Gremlin Leader into attacking me again on this turn, for which will be intangible again. I can deliver something like Uppercut Cleave. We'll kill the little minions next turn. Hopefully. I'm a little scared of this fight overall. If we mistime this, we could just, we could drop dead pretty quick. Pretty spooky. So we'll only do 1 damage to each Gremlin, too. That's kind of bad. But yeah, I think we go Uppercut Cleave. Next turn we might be able to kill with Feed or something. With Flex Potion, we always have a kill next turn, off the Heavy Blade at least. We know from experience it does 50 damage, so even just... Boomerang Heavy Blade is probably enough. Let's dual wield so that we know what we're drawing. Dual wield this, why not? Okay, Havoc the Cleave, sounds good. Let's go Iron Wave you, Uppercut you, that way we can feed next turn. Delicious. Excellent. We get the Pocket Watch, which is even better with Frozen Eye here. We play 3 or fewer cards on our turn. We'll draw 3 more cards on the following turn. Don't want these unupgraded attacks, or for the most part a no-no here. I do like Attack Potion over Speed Potion, though. We really don't have that many cards that capitalize on the Speed Potion at the moment. Mostly blocking with Apparitions. Guess we could use it with Iron Waves, but no, let's just go Attack Pot. Without Frozen Eye, that fight absolutely could kill us. Definitely. But Frozen Eye is going to make everything much easier. Collector, in a similar vein, won't be too bad, because we can manipulate the fight in a similar way. We have yet to actually manage to play the Barricade. Mostly we're just doing the Dark Embrace and the Corruption. If we upgrade both Dark Embrace and Corruption, then we can play them in the same turn, which is pretty important. I think I'll upgrade the Dark Embrace first, as it could be a power that I want to dual wield and then play both copies of. Excellent. Oh, Attack Potion also is a thing with dual wield, by the way. And a dad joke for the crowd, courtesy of Unclever Man. Why did the Clever Man always show up 15 minutes after his appointments began? Because he figured, well, better late than unclever. No refunds. Even if you really want them. I think we gamble 1 here. And I'm going to use the attack pot. We'll Although we're not being made weak, right? Attack pot might be better next turn. I can't play both cleaves. Could gamble 3. Problem is then I have to give up either the cleave or the Seeing Red or the Impervious. Yeah, I'll gamble 1. Oh, this is also a letter opener. That's cool. I'll use the attack potion now. Double Hemokinesis does get a kill. What about double Headbutt? We do 18 plus 8 plus 5, not a kill. Flame, Apparition, Havoc the Bash, I guess. We can eat this guy next turn. We could try to land more than 1 feat in this fight, but I think that's pretty difficult to do. So our block kind of falls off a cliff pretty quickly. So we can see currently that I'm just going to draw Uppercut next turn unless I play 3 or fewer cards. Or I play the Evolve. Could do Evolve, Apparition, Iron Wave. Next turn, draw literally 10 cards so we can Uppercut Trigrit. That seems fine. That's right, playing Dark Embrace will also cause cards that exhaust from Etherealness to get there as well. Actually, we can just dual wield the, or Uppercut Sword Boomerang now to win. There we go. Get a Maw Bank, giving us money per floor until we spend money at a shop. That's pretty good. Given that we don't have a shop coming up. And, ooh, a Fiendfire. Fiendfire with Pocket Watch is great. Fiendfire with Dark Embrace is even better, in my opinion. Definitely going to take a Fiendfire. One of the most powerful cards Ironclad has for getting rid of a bunch of stuff all at once. We can even dual wield it if we want to. Spicy. And an Ink Bottle. Whenever we play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Sometimes called the Traitor Bottle for drawing cards unexpectedly. With a frozen eye, there's nothing unexpected about it. Although it still might be a traitor occasionally. Got anything for me, friend? Please, maybe some coin? I mean, the Maw Bank's giving us money. Per floor, we can spare some coin for you, friend. I'd love another relic. This does not count as a shop, so the Maw Bank will continue to function even after paying out for the tiny chest. Can I have that money back, please? No? Dang it. Dang it. Who's next? Tiny Book of Stabbering. Seems pretty good, actually. Discard 3 to draw Corruption. Corruption, Apparition. Probably Evolve. And that way the Pocket Watch draws a whole bunch. Although I won't be able to play the Barricade yet. That's fine. Take 1. Get 1 wound. That's also fine. This is where not having an upgraded True Grit is a little bit appalling. Oh well. Lose the Barricade. Perfect. If I was going to lose anything, that's actually what I did want to lose. Alright, Havoc, are you ready for the YOLO? Hit it. Cool. Times 5 is 85. That's what I thought. So then we kill with feed, right? Beautiful. Delicious. Oh, I'm really happy to see Art of War. If we play no attacks on our turn, gain an extra energy on the next turn. Energy is huge for this deck. And so is another Dark Embrace, quite frankly. I think it's actually worth just straight up taking another copy. Brutality could work too, although we don't have that many hit points. Give me this. Now that we have Art of War, I'm not actually sure I need to upgrade Barricade in the same way. We could maybe consider upgrading this Impervious. Feed's not happening. We could also take an event or a combat. I think I do want an event. Getting that True Grit upgraded, also certainly a possibility. Run looking just a bit good at the moment. Just a wee bit. Relic for a Writhe. And you know what? With Gambling Chip, I say we take the deal. We get a card we can just discard on turn 1. And a Relic. More relics, please. This relic is an ornamental fan, giving us block if we attack 3 times. Not going to happen often, but maybe sometimes. Now we have 2 upgraded Imperviouses as our block source to use with Barricade here. That's the plan. I'm just going to go ahead and discard 5, play Barricade. Next turn we play Dark Embrace, Apparition, Apparition. Or we could even, like, use the Swift Pot to get Corruption down or something. Could we have Havoc to the Barricade? That might have been easier. That might have been the better play, actually. Oh, we get Pocket Watch, actually. I missed that part. So yeah, we actually just do get the Seeing Red down. So we can go Dark Embrace, Seeing Red, Apparition, Corruption. Good enough. I don't think I bother playing this True Grit. Continue to get Art of War value. Next turn we can Apparition, Impervious, Inflame. All the good stuff will happen. Although this particular Apparition is not that helpful, actually. Doesn't matter. Can dual wield the Dark Embrace. Do I want to? Don't think so. Maybe wanted to dual wield in flame, actually. 3 strength should be enough, though. Let's put this down also, or we can just delete it. We need at least the cleave to stick around, and the heavy blade too, I imagine. I'm gonna start cleaving. I think it's Iron Wave. Doesn't quite feel right. I think it's True Grit, deleting a card at random. Terrifying. So anyway, I started cleaving. I can go Uppercut, evolve True Grit, no problem. Get rid of that True Grit. And next turn we look pretty good. We have 80 block accumulated through the Mega Debuff here. We can kill the minions right now. Although Cleave is a little shy, actually. It's fine by me. Just Uppercut here. Havoc the Bash? No, we should Havoc the Bash first. Figure out where it's landing. Okay. Means you gotta die now. This does the most damage at 21. Or we can get 5 block. Let's just dish the damage. $39 for 3. So Heavy Blade and Fiendfire have pretty similar damage outputs at this time. Let's just do Boomerang Heavy Blade. Can Uppercut next turn. Not doing that much damage per turn, but I think we have enough time here. It's not too bad. Next turn with the new minions could be spooky. Maybe we'll have to use the Flex Pot. Definitely should have dual wielded in Flame, is what I'm realizing here. Definitely don't play Fiendfire and delete every card I have. Instant game over. Now, we're definitely not doing damage quickly enough, but we're going to outlast the debuffs, so I think we're okay. Well, are we? There's one more turn next turn. These cleaves only do 8. Definitely should have dual wielded that in Flame. Would an Anger be good here? Oh yeah. Any zero cost attack would have been good here. Body Slam would be amazing, but I don't think we've seen any Body Slams. Isn't Flex Pot Fiendfire lethal? Let's see, that would be, this is base of 7, would be 15. 15 base times 1.75 times 0.75. It's 19 per card. 19 times 7 is 133. So no, just to be very clear, if we Flex Pot Fiendfire, the Collector goes to 1 hit point and we lose. But not if we play Feed first. Feed, then Fiendfire gets there. Yeah, we could also just do that next turn, right? We're already full blocking. This is only 54 incoming. Feed does not work on minions, alas. Not sure we get to feed here. I'm very happy just beating Collector. very happy just beating Collector. And we get the exact same hand back, because there's only 8 cards, and we draw 8 cards. We definitely can't kill without the Flex Potion, though. I wonder if we Flex Potion, does Heavy Blade Feed get a kill? Yes, it does. Cool. So we do get the feed. Excellent. Okay, that was a little spooky for a second. Exhume is excellent in Corruption decks. Because the Exhume is free, we can Exhume Apparition, or Corruption, or Feed, you know, whatever we want. Or Seeing Red. Anything like that. Also, not the world's worst Berserk, actually. This can give us more energy per turn in a deck that negates the vulnerable by just being invulnerable. Can't hit me. But I think I'd rather have more turns of being invulnerable in the first place. Interesting. Runic Cube versus Empty Cage versus Black Blood. No energy relics offered whatsoever here. Makes me really happy we have Art of War on our side. And means we're upgrading Barricade next. Somewhat down for Empty Cage here. Just dunk 2 cards. We can get rid of the Bash and the Writhe Curse, maybe. This poor Bash is just not cutting it anymore. Cube could be a source of more card draw, maybe. But I think it's pretty unlikely that we take damage. Most of the time. We could maybe use it for Beat of Death stuff on against the Heart, but I think with the Frozen Eye, we're not going to need the help in the Heart fight. But yes, this is a rare example of a Spire run where you don't see any boss relics that provide energy. And you have to make do with other sources of energy, like Corruption. So yeah, let's take Cage. Lose Bash and Writhe, I guess. 2 removes ain't bad. This deck wants a Body Slam. Really badly. I think we need some card rewards here, so I'm going to take card rewards on purpose. We also get to eat stuff in combats, right? So we should take combats preferentially at the start of this act. And then I'm thinking a later shop is good because of the Mob Bank. We could even maybe just go to an Act 4 shop, but I like this shop here. And then we could fight 2 more elites. Mummy Hand. Now that would be a transformative relic to find. We want to try to visit 3 question mark rooms. Current path would hit only 2. Then we get a guaranteed relic. That might be worth it. Guaranteed relic is not necessarily the best thing we can get from a room, but I think it is not a bad idea here. Gives us a choice for the blue key too. So sure, let's plan this route. 1, 2, 3 events, late shop, several elites that I'm hoping won't be too much of a problem. Repto should be easy with this deck. Giant Head gives us enough setup time, I think, but we don't have a way to kill Giant Head is my current concern. We really need a Body Slam to kill Giant Head. Or at least an Anger or something. But what's our Spikers solution? What indeed is the Spiker solution? go. Oh, no you don't. First of all, how dare you? Ideally, we should be able to feed 3 times here. Take a little bit of damage to make this happen. Art of War, go! Now that's a lot of block. This is fine. Havoc the Sword Boomerang because I'm intangible. Excellent. +9 max health from that fight. Nice. Very nice. Especially considering that we came here from about 30 max health after taking apparitions. Can't eat all 3 of these fools, unfortunately. Let's do like so. Plays Apparition, draws Impervious. Can't play Corruption. There's no way to block here, right? I don't think so. Let's let it go for the moment. Hit me! Can't hurt me, I'm invincible. Dual wield the cleave. Nice. Flame Barrier seems okay with Corruption. We just want more fuel, essentially, for the barricade, for the Corruption at large. This is not a bad choice. It can even deal damage to Heart. Headbutt has some utility. Iron Wave, probably not so much. You don't have enough energy for Iron Wave to feel that good. Let's take the Barrier. Definitely worried about Giant Head. You just have to remember to dual wield Inflame against Giant Head. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And we get a bonus merchant. Okay. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. Okay. Hold on, merchant man. Hold on. You're going to offer me medical kit and the mummified hand in the same store. That's quite a deal. How many powers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the ability to make more with dual wield. Seems pretty good for an energy-starved Ironclad deck. We could even buy another Sing Red, too. Thank you, Mob. Actually, no, we can't. We're a little bit short. Well, thank you, Mawbank, for the mummified hand. I'll take it. There's just so much more we can do now. Pretty nuts. So we can do Apparition, Dark Embrace, 50% chance to get Barricade here. And we draw the Fiend Fire. Did get the Barricade. Although no Pocket Watch if I play it. That's fine. We draw Apparition anyway. I think we can land Triple Feed here, once again. That means it's a good fight for the Blessing of the Forge. I can use this Forge Potion for 3 more max health by upgrading the stuff. Let's dual wield Inflame then. Okay, so Blessing of the Forge now? I think so. $84 max health. If we want more ways to gain strength, there's Spot Weakness, which I really like with the Corruption, too. There's also Pummel. No, give me the Strength Gain card. But where's Body Slam? Hey, get out of here. Oh. Don't get out of here. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you, buddy. That was great. That was really great. Does the deck seem OP yet? I think it's pretty OP. I don't need this inflame anymore. Turn 1 Nemesis feed. Frozen egg. Disarm. Seems good. I think I'm still going to the shop because we want the 2 elites. I might even be able to afford a on-sale upgraded power. Jeez. Double barricade. Should have looked at what I was drawing there, actually. Doesn't matter. So I can just do this every fight. Bonk, bonk. Why? Why did I spend all this effort gaining the one that I have? I don't need 2 of these. Oh well. Could have had an upgraded feed. So it goes. Don't think we're in any risk of losing here. Tiny chest, you beautiful, beautiful beastio. We're allowed to take this. Normally we'd have to skip this for the sapphire key, but Tiny Chest says we can take it. I'll take the stick. And yeah, I'm still going 2 elites here. On sale True Grit, how about... No. It's not too bad either. But we got to take the blue key. What would we even have bottled skill-wise? We could bottle dual wield, bottle apparition probably actually, especially with gambling chip. Because then if you don't want it on turn 1, you just discard it. Let's see here. We can do Dark Embrace, Impervious, turn 1. We need to dual wield Inflame in this fight? No, we don't. No, that was before I got Body Slam. Now that we have Body Slam, I can do whatever the hell I want in this fight. Although, with the Dead Branch, actually, we might have a slightly different experience now. It's going to be a good experience, though. Probably. Just make unlimited cards, which typically means unlimited skills. Although it can also mean unlimited garbage attacks. Which we don't always want. Or unlimited powers with Mummified Hand. I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh. Nice. Get a bag of preparation. 2 more cards on turn 1, which combos with Gambling Chip. And another Exhume. Oh my. Yoink. Absolutely yoink. And now the Repto. Poor, poor Reptomancer. Almost feel bad for her, you know? With what's about to happen here. Barricade's pretty far down. I want to dual wield Metallicize or Fire Breathing or what? Metallicize. Sounds kind of cool as a dual wield. When we're intangible, Offering only does 1 damage to us. Can even exhume that. Sounds kind of cool, actually. It's fine. Nice. Though I feel like we might get a kill. No, we can just body slam feet. Get Akabeko, making the first attack do more damage. We're offered a real pommel strike, plus. Kodorin with the prime sub in the 8 months. And the good luck wishes. Thank you on all accounts. The only thing this deck is actually missing is a Feel No Pain. I'm still going to upgrade Barricade. And we're going to destroy Tim. Greetings, Tim. Prepare to be boarded. That is all. Yeah, this is OP. I play Corruption and literally my entire hand is now free. It's guaranteed. It's too good. It's way too good. Far, far too good. Ooh. We can make that Juggernaut free and then dual wield it. We'll do it. Which then makes Dark Embrace free. There's Feel No Pain. Plus the double Juggernaut. I like it. Barricade is already down. I can kill Time Eater on this turn if we want to. Because we can uppercut, dual wield, body slam a bunch of times. Each body slam does 176 damage. So yeah, we body slam twice, we win. But we can do better than just winning. I want to eat this thing. This delicious slug. Must be devoured. Didn't actually play feed, though. feed into my hand. Let's exhume Seeing Red, I guess. Body Slam is way too much damage. There is Pummel and such. 77, slightly too much. This is 28. Delicious! Got 99 hit points, but the Time Eater ain't one. Question is, can we triple feed in this fight? Do we dare? I definitely dare to keep this opening hand. This is an amazing opening hand. 9 on the Trader Bottle, which gets to Havoc, too. Just play Corruption. Make the whole thing free, please. I want to Havoc that Cleave? No, too late now. Oh, we got armaments. We can upgrade feed? Hell to the yes. Let's go. Who needs Cleave at all, then? Not me. Excellent. Havoc an Apparition, but what we can't do is get towards that feed in a reasonable time frame here. Although I think I can Warcry the Apparitions, the armaments on top. Can I not? Normally you wouldn't be able to do this because Dark Embrace would draw a card, but Dead Branch makes a card first, so I can't draw the card. Seems good enough for turn 1. Probably should have body slammed the boss at least. It's all good. Demon form seems pretty good. Seems even better. Demon form. Nice multi-attack. You nerd. Nice. We got one more feed that we can do on the Awakened One themselves here. Potentially. To exhume, so let's exhume Seeing Red first. Or Limit Break, actually. Need that. Chomp. 111 max health. Onwards we go to Act 4 Twitch chat. This run has certainly come a long way since its relatively humble beginnings. In Act 1. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of the late game silly nonsense engine complete? In fact, this is one of the most powerful Act 3s I think I've ever had off of a run that was at one point struggling. Guess we can upgrade this Dark Embrace now, huh? Or, you know what? Turgret, I've neglected you all run. Now's your time to shine. Get upgraded, nerd. Carter move or potion are probably the things I like here most. Carter move would be what? Get rid of Sword Boomerang, probably. Potion would be, I'm guessing, Liquid Memories, although you could very reasonably argue Gambler's Brew over Swift Pot, especially with Dead Branch. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's swap the Swift Pot for the Gambler's Brew, because we can easily get 10 cards into our hands. But then it's really hard to draw cards unless you could discard them somehow, which we can. So you want to draw towards this corruption. Discard 4 would be good, or draw 4 somehow. Draw a total of 4. If we play the Evolve, we'll be fine. Because then we get the corruption. Although, let's get rid of this too. Play the Flame Barrier. Maybe. Or just take 5. 3 is also acceptable. Discard 2, 1, 2. We're going to go Dark Embrace, Apparition at minimum. It's going to get us, yeah, to the important stuff here. Good enough. Forgot about Ink Bottle. Perfect draws, though. Next turn, we have 4 energy. We can play Dark Embrace, Corruption, Apparition, blah, blah, blah. I think this ends with them both being eaten. Seems quite likely. I shouldn't do that unless I can play the Barricade. I think it's going to happen. Although Ink Bottle can draw cards. Okay, hold on. I just can't get enough stuff out of my hand, though. Now, this is easier done next turn. My conclusion. Although, maybe now I can do it. Yeah, there we go. Barricade in play. Barricade and Trench in play. Delicious. We even got the bottle to 9 here. And we get a bottled tornado, meaning I'm allowed to put corruption into my opening hand. If I so choose. Pro tip, I do so choose. Also, one more impervious. Because why not? Seems pretty busted to me. Which tastes better, the shield or the spear? I think the spear does. Nice and minty. Do we manage turn 4 feed? I don't think so. I don't think we get to do a lot of damage on turn 1 here. Also, I think I'm about to take a lot of damage to the face. Definitely want the evolve. Let's skip the dual wield. Keep all of this. Draw Apparition, Exhume. We're going to play Corruption, Apparition. That'll slow down the beat of death. Havoc, the uppercut. Go from there. Lovely hand is getting less reliable, not more. That's kind of what I figured. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Definitely glad we have all these hit points. All of the block is further down, apparently. Pretty much all of it. Here we go. Flame Barrier into Berserk. Into Inflame. Don't need to dual wield Inflame. Into another Corruption, I guess. An Exhume Offering here. That seems kind of cool for acceleration. Might as well, I suppose. There's the Feel No Pain. Excellent. Bonus Dark Embrace, which makes the Heavy Blade free. Why not? Combo. Oh. Alrighty then. Was that about turn 4 feed? Well, actually, maybe we do. We do cap out the damage turn 1 here. I wasn't expecting that, quite frankly. I don't know why. We have Dead Branch, freaking Corruption. Of course we do it on turn 1. I didn't even use the Gambler's Brew. More Imperviodes. Just dual wield Body Slam, I guess. I drew the entire deck on turn 1. Feed is the last card. I like it. Keep the Flex String. Can't block the Vulnerable, apparently. Not even one Entrench. But I do get to Fiend Fire this hand, unless we're really determined to feed here, which we might be. I guess we could Gambler's Brew this hand. Actually, I can just Gambler's Brew the feed, and then destroy every other card. Discard 1. Or we could have exhumed the feed, too. That's also an option. I think it all works pretty well from the looks of it. Certainly seems like it. More Dark Embraces. 4 Dark Embraces. Let's go. Bonk. There's the entrench. Speed is coming up, too. Let's go Pummel Strike, Havoc that offering, or Havoc that barricade into play. Need one more card. Arma, feed, upgraded feed. Delicious. GG, Twitch chat. GG. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow on Twitch to watch the content live. Click the link in the description below.